All of us at Podcast One want to say thank you for listening to this show. We would also like to ask a small favor of you. It'll take less than 10 minutes, and if you're one of the first few people to fill out the survey, we'll give you something for your time. We would like you to complete a short survey for us to help make things better around here. Just go to listeningsurvey.com, and everything will be right there for you. That's listeningsurvey.com. The first 125 people to go and complete this survey will get a $10 gift certificate to restaurant.com, and there is a chance to win an additional $100 Amazon gift card. Filling out the survey will really help us out. Go to listeningsurvey.com, and thanks for listening.
Yeah, baby, it's already Thursday again, which means we got a game tonight. Ravens, Bengals, should be a good one. And it's a standalone game, which makes it always fun to go to betonline.ag. Use the promo code podcast1. That's the number 1, not O-N-E. So you get your 50% sign-up bonus. If you haven't taken advantage of it yet, you wanted to wait till after week 1 so you got a better feel for the games and the teams. Now's the time. betonline.ag. Great way to make any game more interesting, even if you're not into the Bengals and the Ravens. Just make sure you use that code podcast1 at betonline.ag.
It's the Ross Tucker Football Podcast.
Oh, yeah, it is. But it's not just any Ross Tucker Football Podcast. It is a teaching tutorial Thursday. Class is in session. Thanks to Professor Greg Cosell breaking down the tape like no other. It's presented by SeatGeek. Download the app today. Enter promo code Tucker to get $20 off the already lowest ticket prices. Very, very cool. Almost as cool as the email going out today that tells you how to get the free Maddens. That's it. I'm not talking spread the word winner. We'll do that tomorrow. I'm not talking sponsor confirmation email winner. We'll do that tomorrow. I'm talking free Maddens. Just make sure you go to rosstucker.com. On the homepage, it says something like sign up to hear Ross's stories, to read Ross's stories. That is where you want to go. And I want to go to the big show.
The Big Show.
Every week we get a chance to talk to the greatest civilian video watcher of all time, because he's been at NFL matchup since I was born. Or I'm sorry, NFL film since I was born, and just seemingly the executive producer and now on-air talent of the NFL matchup show forever. That, by the way, if you're not DVRing it, you're just doing it wrong. Greg, a lot to talk about. Obviously, we got a big game tonight between the Bengals and the Ravens, both of whom had double-digit wins in week 1. But I want to start with a week ago and the Falcons and the Eagles. And obviously, the penalties was not real fun. But other than that, what were some of the things that really stood out to you or interested you from that game?
Oh, wow. That's a pretty broad-based question. That was a game that was it was a tough game to watch just because it was sloppy football, which I guess we should expect for week 1. I think the Eagles' defense, to me, continues to stand out. They do some things that are pretty intriguing on the defensive side of the ball as far as their coverage concepts. We all know they have a good defensive line. We know Fletcher Cox is a great player. We know that Cox can line up in numerous spots at the D-tackle position and physically dominate guards and centers. But, to go into the weeds just a little bit, Ross, they do something with a coverage that I think is in the cover 3 family, but what they do with it is really, really interesting, keeping the single high safety really low, almost like he's a robber, and their corners playing with some cushion but hard to the inside. It's a really interesting concept for teams that like to throw the ball inside, which the Falcons do, and actually their opponent this week, the Bucs, do. So it's just a coverage that I noticed last year that they started using, and they used it quite a bit against the Falcons, and I think you'll continue to see it.